Howdy. We are live. Cheers. I'm trying the Yingling Light. I don't particularly love the taste of light beers, but I do want to be able to drink like 15 of them. So it does help to drink light beers. A little bit over drinking Miller High Life. And I hate to admit that because, you would want to be like, I just only drink it for the flavor, but getting a buzz does feel pretty damn good. Cheers, y'all. I know, in my Miller hat. Long, tall, and deadly, blissful Ellie in the chat. Yeah, okay, so Corn Pop, I'm with you. The Yingling Light, I'm going to go say they only had a 24 pack, and I'm bummed that I bought the 24 pack because it's pretty bad. I don't like it. I think it's bad. I don't know if it's a little bit less. It says 99 calories. Let's see how much is in a Yingling. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll look this up together. Yingling nutrition facts. What do we got here? Yeah, actually, yeah. It's not that much. Well, I don't know. Here's the thing. Let's see if this works. Yeah. So we've got Yingling nutrition facts. So the regular traditional lagers got 153 calories and 13 grams of carbohydrates. This has 99 calories and 3 grams of carbs. So I would go like, oh, it's only 53 less calories, but that's like a lot of its total amount. Like 50 less calories when you're talking about 150 calories is a lot more. That's, fucking 33% of the entire calories of the freaking beer. So I think that's quite a bit. Anyway. Let me see if I can make this. Okay. We got everyone in here, man. Brown Chicken, you are witnessed, my friend. V Twinner, we were just printing out your order. We sent a bunch of extra stuff in it for you. That was one of the ones where it pays to put notes on your stuff. Because if I don't know your real name, if I only know you by your screen name, like V Twinner, then I wouldn't know it. So right now, Chloe is packing all the orders. So, when she sees like a big note or something like that, she'll take it over to me and go like, hey, you need to read this. And so then when you're someone like V Twinner, who I've been talking to forever, we can pack your stuff full of like way more stuff than you ordered. I know, because I'm a bad businessman. Sterling Wheel, we appreciate you, man. Solid gold, Sterling. I appreciate you so much, dude. I owe you about 1,000 freaking beers, 156 different pickles. Sorry, 153 pickles. The amount of calories in the Yingling. Yeah. Yeah, the Chloe email. That's the email now. ChloeCox@brapstar.com. Don't be mean to her, okay? She is the one you're being mean to, and you're being mean to customer service. Slatton, yeah, if you didn't buy a ticket, that's okay. You can always share it. You can tell somebody about it. Let me go ahead and grab the Raffle creator here. Share the link with y'all. But one way or another, somebody's winning one of these bikes tonight. And it's not just the FJR. So it is, of course, the FJR. And like, I guess that's probably what everybody's thinking of right now, because I just got done making the video on it, and it's the newest bike in the raffle. But of course, don't forget, it's the FJR. It's the Harley Davidson Sportster 48. It is the XR 150L, and also what was the last one? Oh yeah, and the Yamaha Super Tenere. So it's not just the FJR. Oh, the FJR is a good one, man. It's a really cool bike. I've been riding it around the past couple days. I feel like the Yamaha FJR gets kind of a bad rap, man. Do I show pics of all the bikes? I have them somewhere. Just gotta find them. I'm here by myself now, right until Shay and everyone else gets here. So I don't like looking for stuff, because I'm just like silently going through my computer while you guys stare at my head, not speaking. When everyone else gets here, I'll find some pictures. Dry heat, Doug. No, we would hook it up, dude. We love you, man. Come on, dude. Yeah, it's Chloe Cox at brapstar.com. Knock yourself out. It is a business email, so. Buck, it's not, it's up to the, I don't know. I don't have any hints because I don't know who's going to win. No, it's not too late to enter. So we're pulling the ticket in a couple hours. Now is your last chance to buy a ticket. So if you haven't bought a ticket yet, now is the time to do it. You know, now is the time. We're out of time. If you're the person who waits till the last minute, I guess you're going to wait till the last minute. I know a lot of people do that, but now is the time to get the ticket. I can't tell you which bikes are still going to be pulled at the camp out because someone's going to pick a bike tonight. I don't know which bike they're going to pick. So I don't know what they're going to pick. Actually, put it in here and see what everyone will pick. I can do a poll. Then maybe we'll know. So we'll go FJR, Sportster, XR 150, or Super. Because I don't know. I always feel like it'll be the Sportster. I feel like it'll be the Sportster, the Super Tenere, but the FJR, like we were just talking about, so a lot of people are into it right now. Yeah, I did. It's definitely a gentleman's rocket, Shelby. Wizard's Dream, he says, thanks for everything you do. Much appreciated, man. Well, I don't do anything. It's everybody else that does all the stuff, man. All I do is talk about it. So that makes me feel very humbled and very lucky to be surrounded by so many amazing people because all I've ever done is talk about it. If you've ever told somebody about the raffle, if you've ever told somebody about it or talked about it, you've done just as much as work as I have. So it's Dave and Cindy that are doing all the hard work and all the other people who help out around Forgotten Angels. And then it's all of you guys who are providing the means and buying the raffle tickets, providing the means for them to do so. It's all the people out there donating bikes. Those are the guys who are doing the work. All I'm doing is talking about it and in between trying to have a good time. So I feel very thankful having all these people in my life who are willing to try to make a difference in this world. And that's why I was trying to kind of like, because I know I can be persuasive when I'm talking about it because I do believe about it. I do believe in it. I believe in what they're doing, but I have to try to always like temper when I talk about it because I don't want to convince somebody to donate money that they don't have. So it's like, if somebody is not in a good place financially, I always have to make sure to say something about that and go like, hey, look, don't do this if you can't afford it, and watch how I talk about it because I know that I worry about convincing people to donate money who can't afford to donate the money, you know, or maybe if they can't afford it, they shouldn't, you know, it's not how they should be spending their money. So I always try to watch myself with that and not talk about it too much, but obviously I do believe in it and I do believe in what they're doing. So I just have to temper that with the fact that I know I can be very persuasive. And I don't want to be so persuasive that I persuade somebody to do something that they shouldn't do. Because now we have two problems instead of just one. Yeah, the poll's pretty freaking close, dude. Except for the poor XR150, dude. Damn, I started it with the XR150 too. Nobody freaking wants it. All right. My man, the machine, dude. Thanks for the super chat, dude. I really appreciate it. Hey, bro, newer rider here, tall at 6'6", 275 pounds, and the Dyna Wide Glide really has my attention. Can you tell me why the bike gets so much hate? What am I missing? Love your videos, Joe from Clearwater. So the Dyna Wide Glide doesn't get any hate from me. I'm a Wide Glides forever kind of guy. I probably wouldn't have one. I'll tell you this, the Wide Glide gets hate because so many people want to buy a Dyna for its sporty capabilities. Now, right out of the box, I don't think the Dyna is a very sporty motorcycle. Certainly the like the Dyna S, certain models were sportier than others, but a Dyna is just kind of a blank slate. The lowrider was always kind of made as like, it's almost like the Wide Glide was always kind of my like almost a little bit like a factory chopper. So it harkens back to like, you know, the original one, like the shovel head FX with they even put the same flame paint job on it, stuff like that. So it gets a little bit of hate for being a factory custom, and then it gets a little more hate because it has forward controls, a wide glide front end, single disc. Like it doesn't have any of the cool guy go fast parts that make it like Dyna Dyna, you know. So the only difference in a Dyna Wide Glide and a regular Dyna, and there might be a couple ones. Let me pull up some pics here. Avoid spilling my beer everywhere. So let's see here. And go back into this here. So this is why people get mad at the Wide Glide. It really shouldn't. It doesn't deserve the hate that it gets. It's just a Dyna, dude. It's not a Dyna. It comes with forward controls, and of course the Wide Glide front end, but it's still either, depending on what year it is, it's still either a 39 millimeter or a 49 millimeter front end. It still has the same fork tubes. So you could just put you could put a narrow glide front end on it if you wanted, but I don't see why maybe someone in Shelby is in it. So maybe Shelby could answer. I don't think that the wide glide front end negatively affects the handling. I don't know, but I don't think it does. But I don't know. The older ones, I actually really liked the rear fender. So, and the Evo Dyna Wide Glides had a proprietary rear fender that I actually really liked. And I always just kind of thought that this fender looked better than the stock Dyna fender. A lot of people don't like it. I always liked it better. I think it looks cooler. And if I had a Dyna, I'd put a ducktail fender on. I think they look really cool. So being at 6'6", I wouldn't. So you can, when it comes to the Road King, and so let me just go back here because I was going to go to the difference. So again, Dyna Wide Glide, it's got the wide front end. I don't know how much wider it is than the normal Harley Davidson front end. The older ones had a proprietary rear fender, comes with forward controls. And so like this would be the reason why people don't like it is because this one became more popular and people want it to look like a Dyna, be sporty, performance, mid controls, dual front disc, kind of this truncated look, the little mini fairing. And that just became the more popular look for them. Even though, dude, people still love wide glides. They're still a very popular bike. People still love them. And it's like, it's just up to you. So it's like, what do you think looks better? It's like, do you think this looks better? Or you think this looks better? Because like, let me tell you, even though you can get on this and you go like, okay, it is sportier with the forward control, with the mid control. Like it is technically sportier. Like these two motorcycles with the same, like this is not going to be able to do that much more than this bike. It's not like you're like, oh, this bike, you're going to be a sport bike rider and you're going to carve up the canyons. And if you only have mid controls and a narrow glide front, or this is technically a mid glide. But if you only have this mid glide front end and these mid controls, you're going to be tearing up the street. It's just not true. It's not that much better. I think that the front end might have a slight rake to it too. I'm not sure. Let's see, just the side by side like that. Yeah, I think it might be slightly raked out. I don't know if that continued in the twin cam, if that was just an Evo thing. Someone who knows more about Harleys will be able to answer it. Yeah, so it's like I don't think there's really that much of a difference in them. You could make a Dyna Wide Glide into a regular Dyna with very easily with parts that are super readily available. So yeah, it has a little bit of a rake to it. So, anyway, I don't think there's anything wrong with a wide glide. I will say that I do not think that a Road King is roomier than a dyno with forward controls. If you've been on a road, it depends on what year. Road Kings, like before they changed the frame, so like early 2000s Road Kings and Evo Road Kings, they're not super tall friendly. Like, no, it's not too good late to get a ticket ASL and horsepower. Well, the links there so far, the Sportster's still winning at 38%. But the the newer Road Kings, I think, are a little more tall people friendly, but Ellie's a really good person to ask here because she sat on Road Kings. She likes the Road Kings because when I think we still had Road King Kong when I first met Ellie, and she liked that bike. But it's not. I do not think that Road Kings or Road Glides are very tall people friendly. I think that if you're between 6 foot tall and 6'3", you're fine. And once you get to above that, that's not very tall people friendly at all. Now you can change that. You can put a different seat on it. You can put they call it a daddy long leg seat. You can change the handlebar risers. But what is a lot harder to change on those is the floorboard. So if you have a Road King, Road Glide, whatever, Tour Glide, it's much harder to change where your feet are because they have floorboards instead of pegs. Now on a Dyna or a lowrider, or Softail, since they have pegs, it's way easier to change the location of those, and you can get extra extended forward controls for even more legroom. But I would say that forward controls on a Dyna offer way more legroom than floorboards on a touring platform. Way more. Yeah, we get people in here. 6'4" Road Kings don't work for me. Yeah, lowrider S with forward controls. That's what I'm saying. If and I get it. People say Road King because it's a bigger bike and you're a bigger person. I get it. It's a bigger person. You're like, oh, it's a bigger bike. I promise you, man. They're just listen to any tall person in the chat who's ridden one, and they'll be like, "No, dude, your knees will be above the tank." Though they're set up for like a middling height. They're set up for a normal height of like 5'8" to 6'2". Like that's what they're set up for. And if you're taller than that, you're gonna have problems. If you're shorter than that, you're gonna have problems. And they're actually way harder to modify to be more tall person friendly than a Dyna is. So that's my opinion on that. I think they're harder to modify for a tall person than a Sportster is. Blissful Ellie is way more comfortable on my Sportster, the Dirtster, than she is on a Road King. And that's not because of the size of the bike, it's heaviness of the bike. That's just because the Sportster is so versatile in being able to be made to have more legroom. Yeah, the height and inseam thing is just like really, really where it goes. And I'm not trying to come down on the person who's like, oh, you should get a Road King. I think that unless you've like been around tall people, or if you have tall friends and have seen them on the bikes, there's no way you would know. You just go like, oh, it's better for a tall person, And it's just like seeing Ellie get on all these bikes. It's just like, nah, dude. Really, Ellie's best cruiser would be either a Dyna or a Lowrider S with forward controls. Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of forward controls. I don't like them. They're not for me. I kind of like the mid forwards, like the kind of like what they put on the Fat Bob. I think those are probably about as forward as I'd want to go. I do like those. Yeah, the old Softails are super comfortable, busted knucks. Like that would also be a good bike for any if you're 6'5", like you could absolutely an old school Softail all day long, dude. Like old school Evo Softail, very, very, very easy for you to be on that. Or even like a beam, like a Night Train or something like that. There, Loose Juice still made the Road King look small. So yeah, I think that, and I forget who, Machine. Yeah, Machine, I think that we've come to the conclusion now that you, with a Dyna Wide Glide, you are on the right track. That's a good bike for you. You're 6'6", 275, Dyna Wide Glide is a good motorcycle for you. You're on the right track. Yep, and the 48 has forward controls. Now forward controls on a Sportster don't really bother me. They're pretty comfortable. But I usually don't like them on a Dyna. They're usually a little too far forward for me, which is why I know that they're good for tall people, because they're too far forward for me. And I'm 5'12" and a half. By the way, Miss Chloe Cox, the HR department and the customer service department, also the cleaning crew, Chloe, many other functions. Welcome. I like your witch's hat. It's very fun.
Thanks. I tried to shape it into like a cowboy hat, as you can see.
Yeah, dude, I want a cowboy wizard hat. That would be a lot of fun. I think there was somebody making them on Etsy for a while, and but I don't know. They're still doing it.
Hi, Ellie.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's at, dude.
That's actually really cool. What the
heck? Yeah. Wizard hat, cowboy brim, dude. That's where it's at, man. I'm in. I feel like I could just make one.
And that's what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it, but I was like...
No, you can say it. I feel like you could just make it. Is this AI? I can't tell. No, the reason I'm saying this is because of this weird, but it might just be something that somebody said. You could make this. You're a good seamstress.
Thanks.
I feel like if we just get a cowboy hat and a wizard hat, that I could be like, Chloe, I'm going to need you to make this, and you could just do it.
What I could do is I could literally just take this off and then sew it on to like one of my black cowboy hats.
Yeah. Like, we'll go out. We'll get the tools for this. We're going to have to make this happen for the camp out, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Gregory Schutz, I can't guarantee I'll be by the Dirty Shame right now. I'm just freaking all over the place, so I have not been able to be hanging out in the bar, unfortunately. I was there, of course, to put up all the wood on the windows. We did that. That was cool. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be there, man. I'm sorry. Swing by Forgotten Angels. I might be there.
I ran out of chocolate milk, guys. I would be drinking chocolate milk, but...
They said Chloe turns up looking like a Precious Moments porcelain Halloween witch. Do you know what those look like?
Like those little dolls. Yeah, let's look it
up. This is when you're being mean to Chloe, this is who you're being mean to, okay? Still want to write that angry email to Brapstar customer service when that's who you're being mean to? You monsters. When it's this is the face you're being mean to. You freaking savages. Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's definitely me in the morning.
Leather, I don't know if probably felt's gonna be a lot easier to sew. The Super Tenere is a 2012. It's in right now. It's in California. So I don't have access to it right now. It is sitting in an airplane hangar in California. So we can still deliver it, but I'll probably give whoever, because we're out in Oregon all the time. So I'll probably give whoever wins it, whoever picks it, the option. Like normally give someone the option of like flying down to Florida and riding the bike home. That I'll just give them the option of like fly out to Oregon or to California or something, and we'll meet you out there and freaking ride around and do shit out there, and you can ride home from there.
That's literally the best option.
I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, if you have time.
Some people just have a really busy schedule, but who wouldn't want that?
I get it. So it's like I understand, that it's like it's hard for people to do. But so Gregory, I'm gonna paste a link right there. 100% of all this goes directly to Forgotten Angels, man. Forgotten Angels right now is in the process of getting themselves back on their feet after the hurricane. A lot of damage there. If you guys didn't know, Shelby completely lost his house. We have so Shelby, I'll call you. I don't know if I'll call you after the stream. I have a solution for you. But we'll talk about it in person. So we're figuring something out for Shelby, but Shelby's house was completely destroyed. He's actually stuck in, I think he's figuring it out, but was currently stuck in the wilds of Pennsylvania somewhere. But we have a solution for you. But a lot of buildings were destroyed. The pub was destroyed. The room where we keep all the dry goods and supplies and stuff like that was damaged pretty bad. On top of just their, fences were down and it was just a lot. The property was pretty rough, man.
Debris everywhere. Every square inch was just covered in leaves and branches and.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, man. Chloe busted her butt out there, dude. So did Shay and everyone.
Up, but it was worth it. So we care about forgotten angels and we care about.
So so the money's going to, obviously it always goes to them, but they're just getting themselves back on their feet right now. And hold on, what was it? Okay, that's fine. Stuck in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. That's very funny. But they're doing that, and now after that they're going to be moving on to helping the community. And they are helping the community, but you got to help yourself before you help anybody else. They're getting themselves back on track, and then they're going directly back to helping the community, which is why, I think a lot of people look at the raffles and they go like, well, why would you do another one? Like, that money gets spent. It goes into the community. It does good things. It does amazing things. It helps people. It's purchasing properties to do even more things. It's sometimes it does everything from sometimes helping a young man pay his car insurance so he can still go to work, to helping somebody pay their rent, to help to building buildings, to purchasing supplies, to everything. So it's like the Forgotten Angels monthly bills, just because of how many people they support, are immense. They're immense. So when you see, some people look at all the raffles and be like, whoa, it's like, well, isn't it over? I'm like, nah, dude, it's not over. It's not over, man. It's like, when do people stop needing help? So it's just like, you're like, oh, is the problem fixed? Like, no, I'm sorry, man. But like, how much does it cost to raise a kid, right? They have a number for it. I'm sure you know too.
$1 million.
Right?
That's what my dad told me.
I think that's what everyone says, but I'm like,
gotta be more.
how much does it cost to raise a child? So, I think this is a really hard one to quantify. You know what I mean? So it's just like, because it's so different and weird.
Exactly.
And this is just Google. This is just like freaking on Google. So who knows? But it's looking like someone saying like, okay, $28,000 a year for a kid, $250,000 to $400,000 to raise a child to 18. And who knows? This is just freaking. I'm sure some people spend more. I'm sure some people spend less. This is this is just like Google. So like, take it with a grain of salt, of course. But when someone's like, oh. When someone is just, what's up, David?
Hey.
When someone is just kind of saying something along the lines of like, well, there's been past raffles before. I kind of like, I'll hear him say it almost like it should be like, oh, it's over. We did it. Like, that's not how it works, man. There's not that's not how it works. It's expensive, and believe it or not, the young men who move off the property oftentimes end up costing way more than the ones who live on the property, because getting them on the property and taking care of them there and building them up into the person they need to be to take flight and leave the property. David will back me up. That's probably the cheapest part of it. The most expensive part is after they leave.
Dad, can I borrow $200?
Yeah.
Dad, my insurance is expired.
Yeah.
Dad,
yeah, exactly.
my license has been expelled.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick now. You guys are in charge.
I'm in charge. And I'm not giving up the power. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Neil Craig, my best man in Kansas City. How you doing? Oh, and the beautiful Nancy Weems. Wow. Wow, wow. Hey, Lala, what's up? Oh, don't pay attention to Cindy. I'm in charge now.
Oh, good.
Forget her. Forget.
It's the trio.
Well, where's my hand? Wait, there's one hand. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, it's backwards. No. Squid on squid. Bert and his hobbies. What's up? Yankee! Doing better than you deserve? No way, man. You can never do any better, Craig. You the man. 7 Sentinel City. No, me. No, 7th. Me.
Hey.
Me. It's all about me. I learned it from Josh. It's all about me.
Oh, goodness.
Hi, Ellie.
Hey, Ellie. Hey, Joey. Dave. Mom's have
I
station for broken.
know.
Oh, man.
So sad.
Yeah.
My boys aren't coming.
Dave, you got to get your priorities straight. Who's more important, us or your mom? Like, what's the deal? Corn pop. Cleanup is going well. It's going to be look pretty good for the camp out.
Minus a few structures.
What's up, Eric? Do people know that you are sick, Eric? You're a sick bastard.
Hey,
What's up,
Joey.
Nine? What's up, Matt? Cindy, I'm a superstar. Lala, what's going on? I'm the superstar. Why do you think I'm sitting in this seat? Oh, I'm about to lose it. Oh, hey, Josh.
Josh, I think you're running off on him.
I am returned. So yeah, man, it's like I said, and Cindy will attest to this as well, that I'm sure the kids get a lot more expensive once they leave the property.
Oh my goodness.
I literally cannot imagine.
Well,
So-
now they're trying to fit for themselves. But
Right.
all the expenses that were normally just on our property is spread everywhere. And you know, as being a parent, you're going to help each and every one of them because they're still our kids when they move off the property. So yeah, it never stops. It never stops. And we wouldn't have it any other way because that's how we know that they're connected and that they belong and that they're loved. And otherwise, if they just left and struggled, then we didn't do our job. That would be, it would be sad to think that after they left the property and something happened, because I think all of you know that things, especially now with the storm, things keep happening. Like your car goes out, you get in an accident. Who do you call? Your parents. So it's
Right.
the
You got to
same
have a
thing.
support system, but that's the whole point of this is getting back to the roots, because sometimes, we talk about so much, but getting back to the exact roots of what it's like. It's been explained to me what it's like to leave foster care with no network, no support, no nothing. Is the most important thing you can give them is a support network, and be like, you always know that's going to be there, because right now it's like they don't know it's going to be there. When they come out, they're like, they have nothing, no one to rely on, and knowing that someone's going to be there when they call is huge.
So I have to stop. I have fudge coming. I love you guys.
There's a guy in here called the Horseman that says, hopefully you'll call him back like you said you would. I don't know what that means.
Me?
I don't know. You got to remember, so everyone's busy. David's phone. The only person's phone who rings more than David's phone is mine. And trust me, sometimes he's in first place. Our phones, when we're together, if we're together, talk for 30 minutes, there's half a dozen phone calls between the two of our phones. So, we go all over the place. So it's like, if you need a call back, or you need someone to talk to, like that, you're trying to say something, or you're trying to get something across, and it's important or time sensitive, you're going to have to remind somebody. You can't just cross your fingers, because I forget all the time. And I know David does as well. That is both of our failings. But what are you gonna do? I'm because they're like, wow, that sucks. I'm like, yeah, dude, I know it sucks, man. I know. So I'm gonna need some help from the other end. You're gonna have to remind me because we're gonna have to work together on this one.
Small consolation for me that you're just a little worse than I am.
So it's just like, dude, I'm not solving this one by myself. Okay, it's been 41 years of this. It's not changing, dude.
Yeah, it's been 43 years for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only 2 years old.
Fundraising info, the Raffle created the links right there. I don't know. Anyway, you'll shoot an email or something, or text or something like that. So it's like email is probably the best, I think.
Yeah, let me check Homegrown right now.
But it's like a lot of times what'll happen is just like someone will have this thing that they want to do, and I'm always going 100 miles an hour, and it's like we have, the reason Chloe's here full time now, and I'm not trying to sound like Mr. Cool Guy or anything like that. I promise I'm really not. But no. But we're running out of this little office. We're running multiple businesses. That how we make our living, and not just me, but many other people who rely on us who also make their living. And I love Forgotten Angels. And I think that I think about Forgotten Angels and Dave and Cindy literally every single day. There's never a day that I don't think about it, but it is by far not the only thing I do. And I'm just being honest. It just is. It's not. And I'm not trying to. That's no sympathy because everyone it's not the only thing y'all do either. So it's like and I'm just saying. So it's like, man, Josh, why aren't you doing this, or why aren't you paying attention to this, or why aren't you do this? I'm just like, well, because we were working on we were working on some other shit today.
Every day we wake up and do something new.
So yeah, no, I feel very fortunate. And I feel very fortunate, and I think that a lot of good things have happened to me because I helped Forgotten Angels. If you believe in karma, I don't know if I do or not, but I know that over the past 2 years, nothing to do with Forgotten Angels, sometimes to do with Forgotten Angels, my network has grown quite a bit. I've met a lot more people, and I have been a more successful person. And so that you can call that what it is. You could be very cynical about that, and you could say like, well, yeah, you just met all these people, and that's because of Forgotten Angel this, and you could like, oh, of course that happened. Or you could say like, hey, you spent some time doing a good thing, and good things happen to you. But I feel very fortunate and very blessed, and I think about it. I literally think about it every day, and it makes, when there's work to be done or something that needs to be done, I think about everything that has happened to me since I got involved with Forgotten Angels, and all of those have been good things. And I go, well, this has changed my life immensely for the better. And I think that really that's just surrounding myself with good people who want to do good things. And if you're around people who want to do good things tend to happen. So that's kind of how I look at it.
Same for us, Josh. I mean, when you came into our circle, you brought so many incredible people that we didn't know, that were following you, that now come to the campouts. Now we call them family. I mean, it's been a huge blessing for us, and they support us. They support our kids. And I think like all of us are blessed in many different ways. I truly do.
So Horseman says good luck. I don't know if he's being mean or not, but he says he's got like corporate stuff that he wants to give. That's David's realm. I'm not a good corporate fit myself. So when it comes to corporate stuff, I'm going to leave that in the capable hands of David Tyler. Corporations tend not to like me. Yeah, no, it's been huge, man. It's been huge for me and huge for a lot of people out there. There's so many people who come to the campouts and are in the Discord. Craig Bonar, I like your name. That's a funny name. Which I'm sure you've taken a ton of shit for.
In high school.
But I will tell you, whenever you meet somebody who's got like a name like that, I'm like, that dude's probably got a lot of character.
A lot of anger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love
Yeah,
that,
which
dude.
gave him character.
Craig's phenomenal. He's amazing. I've been to his house. He's been to mine. He donated 2 motorcycles. Oh, it's like 4 motorcycles to Forgotten Angels.
Yeah, Craig's a good dude, man.
So I actually wanted to say no to letting him use my concourse, but then I was like, yeah, he lent 4 motorcycles. So I had to say yes.
The FJR is currently winning, but not by much. 37% with the Sportster in second place at 33%. Nobody wants the XR150, dude. I'm like,
You know what? If they had
dude.
had one for a weekend, they would
Yeah,
change.
yeah.
That would change.
What's going to be funny is it's going to end up being like the last motorcycle we give away. We're going to camp out, and it's going to be like one bike that nobody picked. And then after everybody rides it at the camp out, they're all going to want it. Because we'll do that. We'll do it. I mean, they're so like inoffensive. It's like Jerry's Grand. They make like 9 horsepower. Like pretty much anybody can ride one. Oh, I thought I had some class. Where the Miller hat? Shay bought this for me.
We can give Cindy the key.
Adventures of Baldy.
Much better
Yeah,
Beautiful.
we're all thinking about Kiefer right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kiefer's a good friend. He helps out. Him and Tori are great friends of the channel. I've known them for years and years. Tori's responsible for a lot of the art that was always hanging up at Brapstar Garage. She's responsible for some of the art that was on the FXR, on the top box, and also for many other things that we have. And of course, Kiefer has been a Brapstar model almost since the very beginning. He's more than just a pretty face. More than just a pretty face, but he's been one of our models since we started Brapstar. He's always modeled for us, and they're really good people, really good dude. Tori's a really amazing lady, and I'm feeling for him. I can't imagine being away from home and in a situation like that. He does have a GoFundMe. We've got links to it on our Instagram, and I'll be making a video about it eventually. I had plans to make that video next week, but we did share it on our Instagram. We're thinking about him. He's a good dude. If you don't know who I'm talking about, if everybody here is familiar with my outro, Kiefer is the guy in chaps and a cowboy hat kickstarting an XS650 chopper in the Shade Tree Army outro, if you haven't seen him before.
I've got a great nickname for Kiefer. I think we should call him Heimlich. Because the way he squeezes the shit out of you when you I swear to God, man, he could dislodge your lungs.
He's a hugger, man. That's for
Oh
sure.
my God.
So yeah, we got about an hour left. If you're gonna buy a ticket, now's the time. 4 bikes to choose from. I don't know if we'll get another one before the camp out, but we'll just see what happens. I never know what's gonna happen. We only got 10 days. We only got 10 days, or not. I
You
mean,
never know what can happen in 10 days.
I mean a lot. There could be another hurricane.
Exactly.
No.
You don't want it to.
Yeah, but Adventure of the Baldy says if you've been to the camp out, he's the guy with no shirt and just a vest on half the time. Yeah, he's like,
That's right.
yeah, he's like Zoolander. He's really, 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 really good looking. Great dude. More than just a pretty face, though. We love him. He is, doesn't he? He looks like a guy off of Zoolander, dude. He looks like a fucking male model. It's funny. Oh, the 3 I actually saw that on Facebook.
I'm gonna send him a $400.
Yeah. I did see one. There's a that would make a good raffle bike. But I mean, like, it sucks is every time I see something like, ooh, that would make a good raffle bike, it's just because I like it. That's my thing where I'm just like, ooh, that would make a good raffle bike. It's because I like it. There's a company called Illusion Cycles. Old school. I think the guy was a Hell's Angel. I'm not sure though. And he started in the 90s, started a custom motorcycle company really early on in the chopper craze, but like one of the first guys to do it, and just was building really fucking hopped up Screaming Evos on Kenny Boyd frames. So if you guys don't know what a Kenny Boyd frame is, it's a FXR frame, but doesn't look like an FXR. It's like a, let me just pull one up. So it was like a Pro Street kind of frame, but it had, whereas the Dynas only had 2 mounting points, it had the 3 mounting points of, let me share this here. Had the 3 mounting points like the FXR had, and just a really, really great frame, man. But without the look of the FXR. So a lot of people don't like the way, now they like the way the FXR looks. Back in the day, a lot of people didn't. And the Kenny Boyd FXR frames really solved that. And so the Illusion Cycles was built on Kenny Boyd frames. There's a really cool bike. I want a Kenny Boyd FXR for sure, man. They're very cool bikes. Great pro street bikes. That was Anthony.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anthony's back.
Yeah. Anyway, there's an Illusion Cycles on Facebook Marketplace right now. It's a very rare motorcycle. Or just like a nicely built Kenny Boyd frame is a rare bike to find. Yeah, I think they're very cool.
You have to put a good seat on these things.
Yeah.
Better. Camp out in Portland.
We were talking about it. We were going to try to do it this year, but there's been a couple hurricanes. There you go. Shelby's right. It looks like it's got the looks of a Softail, but it handles and rides like an FXR. It's really the best of both worlds. It's a really cool frame. The best of both worlds. So yeah, we're definitely going to do an Oregon camp out. We'll do that one of these days. It just like sometimes we end up biting off more than we can chew when it comes to planning all these events, and they don't end up happening. And so I got to watch myself about when I say what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. Because I don't want to, I can't, hold on one second. Can you close that door? It's just hard for me to talk with people talking out there because I like listening to them,
The nosy part of you.
Yeah. Well, not even that. I'm just like, it's just hard. Yeah. It's just hard for me to talk when people are talking in the background. So anyway, 7th Sentinel, we miss you, dude. We love you. You have to move in a little bit. There you go.
Yeah. Let me come back on this one. We just X David out.
Rare is another way of saying no one wanted them then. No, I don't think that's what it is. At least not with the Kenny Boyd FXR frames. It's not that nobody wanted them. It's that it wasn't a Harley frame. It wasn't a Harley bike. It was an aftermarket frame completely. Obviously, it was set up to use a Harley-Davidson engine. It had those mounts, but it was never a mass production frame. It was never produced by the motor company. So when you say they're rare, that's why they're rare. They're not rare because nobody wanted them. They're pretty like highly sought after, actually. Like they're considered to be like a really good performance frame to build off of. Dry heat Doug, the only way you're gonna get there's Oregon. We will do one in Oregon for sure. Oh dude, we'll be back in Oregon soon. We were supposed to be in Oregon like around right now. In fact, we probably would have been coming back to Tampa about right now. So, but the thing is with a hurricane, everyone's like, and Jason too, and I love Jason, but he was like, why aren't you leaving? But that's like if you're in an evacuation zone, obviously you do leave. Can you ask David to talk somewhere else? I'm sorry, it's just so hard when Jamie Sumpagnaro, did you get the hats I sent for you? Okay, I'm gonna have to ask Shay on that one, man. I appreciate the super chat, dude. Thank you. I'm pretty sure because I've been wearing a hat. We're definitely doing an Ohio camp out, Baldy, for sure. Dude, Ice Mutt, come on, man. Dude, you're freaking make me feel bad, dude. Dude, you're fucking awesome, man. I appreciate you. You don't have to do that. Well, let me tell you this, Ice Mutt, and everyone else. What you can do instead of
Party's
yeah. Instead of donating on here the super chat, which I very much appreciate, and it will 100% go to Forgotten Angels, you can get raffle tickets for that instead. So $100 will get you 5 raffle tickets. Ice Mutt, you rock, dude. We appreciate you so much. So does Dave and Cindy. As soon as they get back in here, I'll mention that to them. But you can buy raffle tickets. $100 worth of raffle, or sorry, $100 worth of raffle tickets is 5 raffle tickets. Let me share that link with you guys again real quick. I love them. Can you ask them to talk somewhere else? Like just talk in the front of the house or something? Yeah, I know I love them. I'm just like, it's just tough, man. So when it comes to we'll be back in Portland soon. We love it down there. We got so many friends out there, and we got so many people we care about out there. It's tough to leave when you're dealing with hurricane stuff. If you're in a position like we are to be able to help during a hurricane, you don't want to leave, man. If you're in a position where you're in a flood zone or you're in a place where you're really going to get hurt, then you want to stay. But like for instance, in this house, we had Eric and Tanya, Dave and Cindy. We had so many people staying in this house with us. Not that you like wouldn't have stayed here if we weren't here, but you know what I mean. It was just like, dude,
there were too many people evacuating to even you get people
yeah,
stuck on the streets, they're on the roads trying to get out, running out of gas, almost trying to get out of town.
All the flights also got canceled. So
Yeah.
any flights out got canceled. And then like people on the highway were just stuck on the side of the highway. And now there's time you should evacuate. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't evacuate, but if you're in a place where you don't have to, it is irresponsible for you to evacuate because there's so many people on the road. The hotels are booked out.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to be like, okay, we're in a house that's solid. There's no trees around it. We're not in a flood zone. You know, the windows might all get smashed out. Like we might lose power. Like all of that could happen. You know,
mandatory evacuation because high school portable, mobile homes, the tiny homes. And I know one of the boys was like, no, I'm staying. They say it's hurt. And I'm like, yeah, no, you're not. And there was a tree literally that just missed his house.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, the areas that you're in sometimes. And for me, it's like my daughter was in a brick house and that house flooded. And that's just down off of Bloomingdale. And they had to go out a window. But for them, I mean, it wasn't even in an area that was considered to be a flood zone. I think a lot of people ended up in things they didn't expect with this storm. It hit in different areas. And I think there were tornadoes that touched down in different areas too that caused a little bit more havoc than what people realized because it's just kind of random how
the tornadoes are always could always be an issue, man.
Yeah.
Always could be. But tornadoes happen in Florida anyway.
No,
they sometimes just come. If you have a bad storm, there's always tornadoes in Florida.
Yeah.
Not big ones. It's not like Kansas where they're like just freaking taking out city blocks. But there's always tornadoes in Florida. They're just not very bad.
My mom would call them water spouts. They come off of like the ocean. You can like see them.
Yeah, the water spouts. I saw one
on
last time I was
horizon.
on a boat. I mean, you see them all the time. I remember seeing them. You know, they're like here. The water spout. They're so small. If you can see one and it's like far away, like you're in no danger.
Yeah. It's terrifying. It's like maybe not terrifying. It's just like I don't know. Mysterious.
Horseman says, "Did you change the rules? It was 25 each, 100 for 4. Did the raffle rules change again?" I think you're mistaken in that. The raffle has always been 5 for 100. Every single raffle we've ever done has been that. Yeah. When we first started this one, David forgot to set it up like that, so it was just 4 tickets for 100 for like the first like few days. But that is literally the only time it's ever been like that. So I don't know why you're saying that they change again. That has been the only time it was ever like, it was literally just a mistake on David's part, which happens, you know. Standard. Every other one we've done for the past 3 years has been like that. So, which I'm sorry. I talked to people who did it. Like, I'm sorry, you know. It's like we're just an error when it's like we're. I don't know what to tell you. You know.
Like we're always rushing.
Yeah.
There's always so much going on, and you're like, "Did you get that set up?" And with 110 things we have going on at the same time, like quick, like doing it, and like I said, errors happen. We don't mean for it to happen. We're sorry.
Yeah. No. But being honest.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So water spouts, a water spout is just a hurricane, Ellie. So they could do damage if you're on the water in a boat and it hits you. You would definitely be able to see it coming. If you're on the water, like there's no way you would be able to see it's coming. And they don't last for very long. And they're very small compared to the tornado. Like they're not like people are imagining these tornadoes like in the Midwest. That is not what they're like at all. I promise you. They're not like that. You can get killed by it for sure. They are still super dangerous. It's active nature. They can absolutely destroy your home, but it's nowhere near as bad. Also, it's just a Florida thing. I've lived in Florida my whole life. And I guess it's just something that you kind of just go like, for someone who doesn't live with, who hasn't grown up with the threat of natural disaster, I guess you just kind of accept it. You're like, well, you're just going to live in a place where a tornado might just randomly just destroy your house. You're like, well, yeah, that's how everybody lives around here. I'm like, oh, that's how it is, man.
I mean, some of those areas, tornadoes touch down all the time. I think for us, I think it's just more the weather. We get so many storms that come through here because we're near the water. It's part of being able to have the beach at your disposal. You know, there's certain things that you give, that's for darn sure. At least with the hurricanes, you have an idea when they're coming. You have time to prep. You know, you do. You have time to prep and you have time to get out if you need to. And unfortunately, like I said, sometimes disaster is left in its wake. There's no doubt. This year has been the worst for a lot of our friends and our property. It's just been the worst.
So Ice Mutt said, for Dave and Cindy, sorry about any bad spelling. I'm in North Carolina. I haven't been able to catch up recently.
Oh.
No, good dude. I don't want to forget to read that. A bunch of people asked for pictures of them. I did post pictures of them on my YouTube. Community. All right, let's get here. Let me share this again. So this is the FJR, which we can pull it up and see it in action too. I forget what year it is. It's got exactly 30,000 miles on it. I think I just ticked over 30,000 miles on the bike. Really great bike, man. Good motorcycle. Fast as all get out too. Very fast bike. And then here's Chloe on the Sportster 48. Sorry, I keep using that picture. I just think it's really funny. Because you're so strong. People never realize how strong Chloe is. You've got big muscles. She can hold herself up. You're working on your handstand right now.
Yeah, I wake up every day.
Do you think how long do you think it'll take you to be able to walk on your hands? Do you think you'll be able to do it? A handstand obviously comes first.
I know that it's like possible, so I'd say with just more training.
Is that your goal, to be able to walk on your hands, or do you want to just a handstand?
I really don't have a goal when I go into it. I just
you're just doing it.
Rides.
Yeah, DMA rides is in there.
Oh goodness, I have to tell you, your strawberry jam saved us during the hurricane. I took pictures because Shay was getting a little hangry, so I made her peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And yours was one of the things I packed when I left our house because I wasn't going to have it get destroyed if we came back and our house was gone. So yeah, we ate quite a few peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We love you, and that jam is just killer.
This is the XR150. This is where I took the thumbnail for the video. I think I was in Tennessee. I'm not sure. I forget where we were when I took this picture. It's a really good bike. It's really fun. Great apocalypse bike. Great to get around during the hurricane on. Perfect. Very cool motorcycle. And even though it's only 150 cc's and it makes about 9 horsepower, I weigh 300 all-American pounds, 5'12" and a half. 300 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal with a body that women love and men fear. That little 9 horsepower bike got me and all my camping gear and 16 gallons of gas all the way across the country and back. So it's a capable motorcycle. It is a very capable motorcycle. And then, of course, the Yamaha Super Tenere, which is an adventure bike. They have a parallel twin motor. I believe it's a parallel twin. The Tenere is probably, I've spent time on a Tenere. I like them. Very capable adventure bike. Solid motor. Lots of aftermarket stuff available for them. They kind of get slept on a little bit. I would say that they occupy the same space in the general zeitgeist of the public eye as the FJR, as like kind of the forgotten choice, because they are very good. They're very capable, but people just don't think, they kind of forget that they exist. But it's a freaking amazing bike, dude. I've spent a lot of time on one. They're fast. They handle great. They adventure bikes never really look that good, so it's just like, that's it. They're all ugly, so that is what it is. So you're like, is it ugly? Yeah, it's ugly. But it's an adventure bike. Of course it's ugly. They all are. So yeah,
So
they're,
the eye of the beholder, you know.
yeah.
You don't have anything that's like the most beautiful thing ever. But it's also not like,
So it's the bikes that are given away, and we already gave away a Goldwing.
yeah.
But that's why we're giving away the FJR.
Yeah.
It's taking the place of the Goldwing. Yeah, it's as good as, I would say, good or better. A lot of people would say it was better than the BMW GS, with none of the maintenance, the aftermarket stuff where it costs a quarter as much, and it's just a way easier bike to own than a BMW GS. Shup says he sees Teneres around here all the time. They say, well, yeah, there's a lot of adventure bikes up in the P&W, man. Way more than down here. You see them around here too. I like adventure bikes just because they're kind of like sport bikes for fat guys. But you know, you see them in the P&W, dude. It's like, that's the bike of choice for sure. Squirrel Hater YouTube says, I found your channel about 2 months ago. Love your commitment to your community and the fallen angels. God bless you and keep you safe. We appreciate you, man. Forgotten Angels gets mistaken as fallen angels a lot, which I get. It's easy to say that.
Yeah.
I also
they've
like
fallen pretty hard.
yeah.
A few of them, but we just don't forget about them.
I also love Poison, so Fallen Angel is a pretty awesome song. I got to see Poison live a couple times. It was pretty dope. Machine, new reviewer, campout details found. Where exactly? Website. The details are on ForgottenAngelsFlorida.org. 3604 Little Stearns Road, last weekend of the month.
Yeah.
That's people are like, well, what about all the other stuff? I'm like, that's it, dude.
Just get registered.
That's it, man.
Sign the liability.
Yeah, fill out the waivers so we know if you're gonna come. Fill out the waivers so we know you're coming. You can camp on the property. Usually, the idea is that you don't have to bring anything. That you just come and we feed you and wine and dine you and entertain you, and you could come with $0 and just exist there and get fed 3 meals a day and get as drunk as you want and have all the facilities you want and be entertained and all that stuff. We're working towards that right now, but we're 10 days away and we've made 0 plans for anything besides trying to get the property cleared of debris. So
It's just
be a little more self-sufficient this year. I can't
Yeah.
guarantee we'll cook some meals for sure. I can't guarantee that you're going to get 3 meals a day. Well, no, so for sure there will be enough water. You're not going to not have water. You're not going to not have beer.
Yeah.
There's no way that is happening. You'll have beer and water will be available. That I can say for sure. We'll cook a couple meals, I'm sure. But it's like, it's not going to be as maybe it will be. Maybe we'll pull it out of the fire and it'll be freaking awesome. But like, I can't guarantee it.
Well, because some of the people that normally donate to us, they don't have it to donate because they lost everything.
They lost everything too. Yeah.
So for us, we're on a shoestring after we bought the girls' house to begin with. Like, we're trying to just keep lights on, to be honest with you. So everything else is extra. And like I said, we're working hard, and then when we get hit and we lose structures, I feel like we just keep getting hit left and right.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, with things that
We'll figure it out
required,
next few
but-
months because we got awesome people. But yeah, it has been a tough time. But it's been a tough time in Florida in general. Chasing adventure, we appreciate you. Godspeed, you Raffle hopefuls. Pour a sip for me out of the camp out. Well, I hope you make it at some point, dude. That would be awesome. Chasing Adventures is always hanging out. So, yeah, it's and I say this all the time. I've been saying this a lot more lately now. Forgotten Angels is a charity. It's not a party throwing. Like that's, you know, two parties a year, but like, and there's a lot of fun stuff. But ultimately, it's not a party throwing organization. It is a charity. So it's like we're gonna do the best we can. So it's we're getting there. Okay. The rule on fire. Yeah, you can bring if you want to have a small like Coleman stove, or you have a gas stove, or even like a very small like wood burning stove, kind of like my Wingman of the Road, and you're going to cook food in your campsite. Absolutely, just be responsible. You know, no one's going to tell you to stop unless you're being a dick. And chasing ghosts, I know you're great. She's awesome, so it's like she's going to be great. But like that's the rule. It's just basically common sense. Don't be an asshole. You know, and if you do something that like is not kosher, no one's gonna come down on you like a freaking 9-pound hammer. You know, everyone's cool, dude. No one's gonna be like, I can't believe this transgression, for shame, and like post your face 10 feet high on a projector with a scarlet letter.
Poster
like,
going
dude,
on the poster.
Everyone's cool, dude. It just don't be a dick is usually the rule. Yeah, homegrown's right. It's not Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve. It's Forgotten Angels, dude. I'm gonna use the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm taking over. Now I'm in charge. No, I have no idea who everybody is based on the names. I just know faces and real names. But while I'm sitting here, how many people have not been to the camp out? Just write no if you haven't. Coconut Creek. I'm kind of curious. Hey, Jima.
Told her her
Did-
jam saved us.
Oh man, Lila, your jam is the bomb, man. Zach, Zoop. Man, there's so many who haven't been. Okay, now do me one more favor. For everybody who's just said no, now type in the city and state that you're from so I can learn a little bit more where everybody is at. Because we would like to do a total of 4 events per year, and where the people who haven't been to the camp out are from will help us decide where we need to actually maybe host one of our next events. So I'd like to see where everybody's from and get an idea. Jerry. California, Ohio.
Cool.
Wow.
All over the place.
Ohio, they'll
Yeah,
take care of that
yeah.
one.
Toronto, Canada. Oh, we definitely got to come to Canada, my hometown. Wow. When we finish the live stream, I'm gonna actually come back and take note of where everybody was, because I'm seeing like North Carolina. Oh my gosh, it's pretty much everywhere. Anybody who's in Florida, you have no excuse. Jose, Coconut Creek, you haven't been here, shame on you. Columbus, Georgia, Kenny, shame on you. Now I'm going to start shaming people for not coming when you live so close. Miller, okay, you've got an excuse. Oregon's Quinnipiac. Yeah. Brunswick, Georgia, that's 3.5 hours. No excuse, bearded Buddha. Yeah, we have to do something out west, Josh.
Yeah, I know the Four Corners thing is so cool, but
Yeah.
also I'm just like, I'm barely able to handle freaking, and I don't even do everything, dude. It's like I'm not like I'm the only one doing stuff.
But I think a lot of people,
You know,
who
like
live in
everyone
other
works
places-
together.
Yeah.
About like when it comes to going like, oh, we're gonna do 4 campouts a year, which I'm like mile maker, like love you, can't wait to see you soon. But you know, when it comes to being like, oh, are you gonna do 4 a year in the Four Corners? I'm just like, I would love to, but if it was like my job to throw campouts, but that's not what like if I was like, oh, that's what I do is I just so if I could, the story of my life, how do I figure out how to monetize something or could somehow make money off of it? We have t-shirts, but like we usually just break even on the t-shirts. It's not like a
Michigan.
big money maker thing. So, yes, we will do it again, but it's just like I don't have enough minutes in the day as it is, so it's kind of hard. Ice, we appreciate you. You got
Awesome.
20 guys,
Thanks,
dude.
thanks,
You could have gotten $50 more, man. We appreciate you so much, though. Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
And he goes, and thanks for all the stickers in my last order. Yeah, dude, we throw stickers that we know whenever there's something that you can't tell Cindy that we put in your package when we send it out to you. Just that's the fun stuff. We love you.
I'll get rid of it. That's all I'm saying.
You know, it's like the whole thing is just like I just like to feel like I'm getting away with something. And Cindy and this sounds so bad. You know, I love you so much.
I know.
But it's just like I love getting away with stuff because I'm just like Cindy can't know about this. You'd be in trouble. And I know you love me. You'd be fine. But I'm just like it just makes me feel like I'm getting away with something. You know, they keep making weed legal everywhere. I'm just like, oh, so let's just smoke it in the corner and pretend like I'm doing something bad.
Just know that Josh has never said anything to me where I had to cover for him.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it'd be
mostly
fun,
just pretend.
Josh,
Yeah.
if we did something like overseas in the UK.
I would love to do that, man. It's like I just don't know how. You know.
I know a lot of people in the UK, including Bobhead Boys. They would, if we did something jointly, I'm sure they could help us with a location. You know, it's all about finding really good volunteers that are willing to put in a little bit of work before we actually arrive. But
Yeah. We'll get there. It's
Yeah.
like I always tell people I move slow. Actually, a very good friend of mine, Devin. He just texted me and he's watching right now. I've been meaning to. Devin is probably you've never met him, David, but I would say that there is probably not a person on earth that knows me better than him, and that is also just because he's just such a he has such a massive intellect. You know what I mean? One of
Where's
those
he
people
from?
where just like Jersey originally,
Jersey,
but he just is got his doctorate, like he's a professor. He's just got a massive intellect. His brain works on a different fucking level. And we keep talking because I know that, and this is not, maybe it would apply to Forgotten Angels as well. I just know that it's like, there's some overlap there where it's like, I know that inside his head, there is like $12 million ideas.
yeah.
He's just not a dirty capitalist pig like I am. You know what I mean? Like I know they're in there. And I'm just like, we need to figure out how to extract these. But it takes time. I move slow. You know, it's just like I need to figure out how to strip mine his brain for all those ideas and then apply my capitalist poison to them. And use them for evil and good for Forgotten Angels.
What's up, Joseph? From Shelbyville, Kentucky. Awesome.
But I move slow, man, and things move slow. It's like I think that sometimes people expect it to be like a TV show, and it's just like, oh damn, that's happening next year. It's like sometimes it takes a few years to even do a small idea.
Yeah.
Because life happens in between, and especially with Forgotten Angels and the kids, it's like God, when was the last time you guys had an entire day where you didn't get an emergency phone call? Never. Right, exactly. The answer is never, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Jamie. Yes. So Jamie Sampagnaro, which is a fun name to say, sent us the custom USPS and Brapstar hat together. Wow. Yeah. Which I really love. It's great. It's the Unholy Alliance. Those are amazing. They were a gigantic hit in the household.
What's up, Connor from Missouri?
So we're always trying, man. We're moving forward, and we're gonna do really cool ideas. But you know, future idea. It's just like a balance, man. It's the future ideas versus what you're trying to do right now, and what needs to be done every single day. Like I still gotta cook a few meals a day too. I guess I don't have to. I could just like have somebody else. That would be cool if somebody else just cook. And I like cooking though. Yeah, no, I like cooking. I want to
We
cook.
could just have like days that we could like,
P-Bets and Josh.
like a little schedule. Like on weekends, Shay and I can cook.
But it's what we do. We get up every day and we go like, we're like, all right, check the phone. Were there any emergencies? That's the first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I have always I have instantaneous anxiety before I look at my phone in the morning because I'm just like, all right, what happened last night?
Yeah. It
And I'm
says
just,
don't
you know,
panic.
you know that's what I know that you both of you guys are like that. I have to be like, all right,
But
did
it
fucking
rings during the night.
did
like,
was
it-
there a crash? Did somebody like what? Someone in jail? Like, all right, check my phone. Like, all right, nothing, no emergencies.
I think it's for us
You know.
too. Like the kids, their idea of emergencies and our idea of emergency. Like they get themselves somewhere. Now, how am I getting home? Can you Uber me home?
Yeah.
Can crazy stuff that it never stops, and that can be like all hours of the night sometimes.
That's always the first thing, and then after that, it's like we'll wake up, and then myself, Shaylisi, Chloe, Cammy, and whoever else happens to be around, we'll just be like, all right, time to brainstorm. What are we doing today? And then we usually have more things than we can do in one day. Not usually, always. It's just like, all right, here's what we need to do today. And it's like things that will take a week. So we have to like carve that down into something that we can do that day. And that's how, I mean, is that not? That's pretty much how every morning starts. It's like,
today
here's
was,
all the
like,
things we have to do.
completely Just like every day is so spontaneous, and then we go along with it, and then we like complete it.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Alec?
It's great.
Yeah, I will definitely cook some meals this year again too. I like cooking, and I'm also there's other people who are capable of it as well. Mile Maker is capable of it. Obviously, Dwight Smokums and everyone else, but not just from virtue of being in the bar business for half my life. I know how to cook for a lot of people, and a lot of people are good cooks. A lot of people are really good, much better cooks than me. I am not a very good cook, and no. And I'm not trying to be self-deprecating. I am not a very good cook. I am good enough. I know how to make food taste good. My food does not taste bad. I know how to make food taste good. I can make anything taste good. That's like that, but that's base level. What my skill lies in knowing how to cook an enormous amount of food, which is a very, very different skill set. And I'm not saying it's even like amazing, like wow, it's not an amazing skill set. You ever met a line cook? They're out there. Like they're out there, but it's still a skill set. And if you cook all the time, you're like, oh, I'm a great cook. I want to cook for everybody. I'm just like, well, have you ever fried 600 eggs? Have you ever fried 600 eggs in one day? Because that's a different set of skills. I promise you. Not. I don't mean like, I'm not saying anything shitty, anything bad. It's just a different skill set. Jerry, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
The lore of the Power King. He has a very cool, like he has a chest of doubloons that he's bringing. It's going to be like the donation box. It's very cool.
Jerry?
Yeah. He's got a really cool he's got a really cool plan.
I'm moving in with Jerry. He offered. I accepted.
Okay, I'm packing for you.
Wait, you want to live in? We'll both live with Jerry. Rick, we'll live under your porch, Jerry. Under your porch. Shout out to Cody. What's up, Cody?
Let me share this link again for the raffle. We are running up towards the end of it, man. We got about 20 minutes left. If you're going to buy a raffle ticket, now is the time.
FGR still winning?
The FGR show, I'm like, we just introduced it. I'm just like, dude, is it going to be gone? It's going to be between the FGR and this. Well, it could be anything, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said the Tenere as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, bro, you got it. He fried 69 eggs this morning. You're hired. You could do it. You can do it, dude.
Did you eat them all, Jay, bro, or did you actually cook them with something else?
Yeah. I fried 69 eggs and threw them at the
69 is,
wall.
like, really good.
Yeah,
You know what?
it's like
One
a
of-
Jackson Pollock.
One of my
art experiment.
favorite scenes in any
Counted
movie
everyone.
is when Paul Newman says in what's the name of the movie? I can eat 50 eggs. I'm trying to think of the movie. What's the movie? Somebody's gonna tell me the name of the movie. Paul Newman, I can eat 50 eggs. Somebody tell me the movie.
Someone will get it.
Yeah, of course it will. It's one of the greatest scenes. Actually, there's another scene in the movie that I liked before I was married.
Nordic music. we're gonna be calling a winner literally in 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
What's that?
I don't even want to know, baby.
Oh, everybody knows the scene.
I don't know why I can't stop.
Cool hand
Luke.
Luke. There we go.
I
I
just
just need 50 eggs.
I can't. Oh, that makes me think. I don't know why it makes me think of it. It makes me think of what's that Clint Eastwood movie? Heartbreak Hill.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when he's on the bus and he's drinking, he's got like a sixer of Tecate, and he's like, "If I give you one of these beers, will you shut that hole in your face?" I think he says hippie too. If I give you one of these beers, will it shut that hole in your face, hippie?
I love that movie.
Heartbreak Ridge, a cool
Yeah.
hand Luke too. Is freaking
Yeah.
awesome, dude. Paul Newman, what a freaking character, dude. Freaking awesome, man. 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left, or 19 minutes left to grab a ticket. There is I would say that right now, by the end of it, obviously, the more people who buy raffle tickets, the less, I should not have to explain how these statistics work, but the more people who, I hate to break this to you, the more people who buy them, the less chance you have of getting one. But right now, I would say that with 4 motorcycles to give it right now, this is probably the best odds we've ever had on any raffle as of right now. I can go into, so let me go into it now and be like, I can tell you exactly how many tickets have been sold.
Chloe's got the munchies.
Yeah. I'm finishing my little bag of cheesies.
So right now, there is 1,339 people have bought tickets. So it's 1,300. So it's not now's where my math sucks. Okay. So out of 1,300 people, I would say you have a 4 in 1,300 chance. Now I don't know how you say that. Like what are those? I don't know how you work out those odds, but since there's 4 motorcycles,
322.
You could have just made that up.
I didn't. Do the math. Multiply.
I'm not,
322
David. I
times 4.
can't. That's like asking me to jump and touch the ceiling. I can't reach.
I can.
So right now, 1 in 332. That's not bad, dude. I mean, like you have, and I'm not trying to convince you to get tickets. I just feel like, and it's just me being salty because every once in a while, like we'll get like, when you're on YouTube, you get bad comments sometimes, and someone will be like, "Oh, you never wear all this and stuff." I'm just like, dude, the odds on even the biggest ones we've ever done are better than just winning your money back on a scratch off. Like, and I'm sorry, this is still odds.
Yeah.
It is more likely that you aren't than you are. That's just the facts of it. But the difference is you're not like lining somebody's pockets. What the difference is that the money that goes in is going to charity and it's going to help do good things and create a lifeline to people who have nothing. So you can still feel pretty good about it. But if you are just looking at the odds, 1 in 332 is pretty fucking amazing. I mean, that's not, if you buy a $25 raffle ticket, it ain't 1 in 350. You're getting $25 back. It is not. I don't know what it is. Or maybe it is. I actually don't know that. I just don't think it is.
I won $100 on a ticket today.
I'm just saying, it's just like, even the biggest one we've ever done is still like, if you like break down the number of tickets sold and the number of people entered, you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is like, damn, dude, it's not that bad.
It is what it is. TV needs to buy 5 tickets because he got an extra $100 now. We all know.
Daniel Muller, we appreciate you, man. $1.49 still gets you a hot dog at Costco, baby. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
And there ain't nothing, dude. I don't leave Costco without getting one of them hot dogs, dude.
Hey, for that $1.49, I'm gonna make you a sandwich with Gmod jelly. When you get here.
I don't know how jelly and hot dog goes together, but I'll give it a whirl, I guess.
Let's not even think. Next subject.
Greg Hand wants the 48, even though he'd prefer the Yami. So it's for Kristen. Good dude, man. No, Bert's bike drawing is about I think it's like almost 300 days away. We got a minute on that one. Though we'll be pulling stuff in between now and then. Dry Heat Doug got a Sessions hat. The ex stole it. Oh man, we'll send you another one, dude. We call Jason. I'll call him later because we only got 15 minutes left. I can use the bathroom again. I'll be right back.
No, it's not incident. Oh,
You're good.
Yeah,
Take
it's your
charge.
turn. It's your turn again.
take charge. I've been in charge.
Well, that's what you love.
Yep.
I can see this. This is my Dikembe Mutombo moment. You got. Loose juice, man. Loose juice. Will you marry me? Oh, wait.
You're already married, dude.
Yeah, but I
He's wanting to move, and he wants to.
Yeah,
he's giving me signs.
I'm moving under
Yeah.
Jerry's.
Give Cindy
I'm-
more attention.
I'm moving under Jerry's porch.
Well, you know how that works when they don't.
No. We really do.
I'll pick the victory. Buck, easy now, Buck.
You're in a room full of women, right?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, you know what? Is it okay if I open the box and check out the seat?
No. I like this chair.
Yeah. Yeah, Shupsy, he won the Harley, the Tour Glide. And oh, just so you know, Bert's put 2 brand new tires on your motorcycle, on your Harley for you. So and he actually kept them white walls also, so you got some awesome motorcycle tires. Chloe, go get a better chair to sit in.
It's a good chair.
It's a good chair. Hold on, a little clearer. Which bike fits a tall guy? Actually, they all do. Believe it or not, the XR it's obviously the most popular motorcycle on the planet. It's good for tall people. The FJR is good for a tall person. The Harley, you'd need to extend the pegs, but it's not too bad. Thank you, Dry Heat Doug. Dry Heat Doug, thank you. Means a lot.
All of a sudden, I find myself craving a milk dud.
A milk dud. You two just say that. Oh my god. Is that a milk dud or a milk dude? Get it straight. You want a milk dud.
Yeah, definitely
not a
milk dud if we're
dude.
getting it straight.
Oh man. You see the shit that I have to put up with? I am surrounded.
I'm fast joining you, dude. I got a couple years left of hair. They're gonna call us Milk Dud and Cue Ball.
Oh, man.
I got a couple years left.
Which is better for a passenger? FJR is the best bike for a passenger.
What was that? I'm spoiling David too much.
I'm sorry, David.
He said I'm spoiling you too much, baby.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, I see. I'm with Dave. You can't ever say you're being spoiled too much.
that's
Then you
just
might not get
fair.
any more.
Thank you. I'm curious.
Unless you say that you like it, positive reinforcement.
Actually, Curtis, I'll actually put it on the bike and we'll get it, make sure that it fits properly before you arrive. And oh shit, I gotta send him the title too. I forgot, with all the hurricanes, I forgot to send Curtis the title. I'll send that tomorrow. If I don't, it's because Cindy forgot to remind me.
Oh yeah, Journey of Jerry. So take all my joking with David. We've put a lot of miles together on the road. Don't feel like you can joke with him like that because David is 6 foot. How tall are you? 6'3"?
6'2".
He's close enough to 6'3" for me, and I would not want to be on his backside. So, like, tease at your own fucking risk. We always cross my fingers when I do it as he looms over me. David was not only a professional football player, but also a professional survivor, growing up as one of two black families in a small town in 1970s Canada.
One of one.
Oh, one of one. Sorry, yeah.
One of one. I wish there was a second
Yeah,
one so they could take some of the heat.
And also the stories of Raymond Tyler. If you've met David, you've heard about Raymond. So David is not a person that I would cross lightly. That's for damn sure. So be nice, because he's nice. I've never seen you mean to somebody out of turn.
Thanks, Hale. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Hale Slayton. We
Stick
appreciate
three
you.
milk done. Listen now, bad boy. If you keep saying it, it's gonna stick, and I'm going to be called a milk dud for the rest of my life. So, fanboy, and now.
So we've got about 9 minutes left. I hope everybody has their ringer on. We've got how many people we got hanging out here right now? Right now we have.
Oh, you would, Ellie. You would. Thank you. Appreciate
David's kind
you.
of short, in my opinion. I love that. It's funny.
Yeah. I actually really like Ellie. I think she's awesome. She's wonderful. She's never ever said anything out of sorts towards me, except for tonight. Except for tonight. There you go, Ellie.
So the raffle is in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
So right now, I think we're about a minute behind. Like that's our lag time. Or so 8 minutes. So if you're hearing me say this right now, the time is now. It's time. If you are a last minute Larry, the time is now. Absolutely nobody part of the Cloak and Dagger Club. Him and John Doe. I want to be like David when I grow up. Me too, dude. He still has fun and rides motorcycles. Like, like yeah, dude. I want to be like David when I grow up too. No more.
There we go. There we go. You started something, you little son of a.
Like I said, dude, David, I forget calls it like I said. There was actually a meme I saw once, and it was just like a bald black guy in a stadium, and someone's holding a milk dud like behind his head like that. That's why I always say that. Now I gotta look it up and say why I said that. It's pretty
All
funny.
right, the next person that says milk dud is banned from the camp out. So there. Like every single person say, Josh, man, what's the matter? Yeah, if you guys can see what he's looking at, this is terrible.
That's why I always say it.
I love my mom. You would have belonging. She wouldn't stand for this.
All right, it's off. It's off. I only showed it for a second. They call him the master of disguise.
Look at that.
Oh, they're milk stud. Milk stud.
Dud milk. There you go.
All right. There's 7 minutes left. Back to the raffle, dude. Back to the raffle. Back to the raffle, man. At the end of the day, dude, all our laughs, everything aside, we are bad people doing good things. We are trying to get into the black on karma. We are good-hearted villains and dangerous women, and we're working together to do something good. And it feels very good to do it because I know that myself, the people that I fraternize with, and I'll milk that first, and all you guys out there are. I'm not a religious man myself, but there's a lot of people out there who wouldn't accept help from the type of people that we are, and we run the gamut. We go all over the place. But whether you are a religious person or not, and we don't force it, nobody gets it forced upon them. David and Cindy are people of faith, and Forgotten Angels is definitely a faith-based charity. I am not a faith-based person, and they've accepted me wholeheartedly, which, if you look at the true tenets of Christianity and what it means, then I think that's how you accept everyone, and that's how it goes, and that's how we do it. And you hang out with the last time I checked, Jesus was hanging out with the lowest of the low, not the kings and queens. So that's where kind of the whole bad people doing good things comes from, and it feels very good to have somebody look at you and not look at what you look like on the outside.
This milk dud thing is not
Not
going
the
away. This milk dud thing. I want a percentage, people. I want 50% of all the money that comes in from this milk dud T-shirt.
You know, nobody cares what you look like unless you look like a milk dud.
All right, now you're just way too.
I'm stopping.
No, we
Yeah.
love everyone.
Yeah.
My wife's laughing at me.
I
Everybody's laughing at
love a
me.
milk dud.
Well, I mean, obviously. Yeah. No, we're right. You know, everyone is loved there, no matter you know, whether you're a club-footed mutant with 3 eyes and a weird-looking pinky finger who smells of cabbage, or whether you're our man Kiefer and you're really good looking. Everyone is accepted, and that is the way that that's the way that Dave and Cindy have always done it. And I've never felt more comfortable than when I'm at the Forgotten Angels campout. I've never felt more accepted, no matter how I dress, what I like, what I do. I mean, all these things being like good. I'm not doing evil things, but like all these things I'm doing being like, I feel accepted and loved, and I feel appreciated, and I feel like it's a place where my actions outshine everything else in my life. And that's how I hope everybody feels when they come there, is that, you know we come from checkered pasts and different backgrounds, and we've all had, a lot of you people out there have had hard lives, and you have things in your past that you're not proud of. But this is a place, and this is a way where what has been so important to me is to be able to do something that's bigger than anything you've ever done and I've ever done. And these good things that we do outshines anything else that someone might look at, and having being looked at by people like Dave and Cindy and appreciated for the things that we are doing rather than the things we've done. Is really life changing. I think that's why so many people love it and adhere to it, and that's you guys. And if you were to ask me, I believe the true tenets of Christianity are something more along those lines. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. That's not the fucking point. So,
I think Ginger Witch is either bipolar or schizophrenic.
oh, she's great, dude. She's
I
awesome.
love her comments. Her back-to-back comments. Josh having his period, group hug.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't think bipolar. I think she's like probably a pretty schizo.
We love you guys. And we got 2 minutes left, which means if you're listening to this right now, you have 60 seconds to buy a ticket. It is right now. Now is the time, dude.
Viking, I said you can grow the mullet. My pro days are long gone. I think it would look more like one of those like airplane pillows.
Yeah.
On the top of my head.
You'd be just looking like you'd have the founding fathers cut. Just not, or the what they do, the judges.
Yeah.
With the curls in the back.
Yeah. You're good, Ginger. I thought it was funny as hell.
J Bro asked, "What's the quickest way to get another 6 to 9 horsepower out of my bike?"
What kind of bike is it?
Stop eating sugar for a couple months.
Oh wow, there's a great answer to a serious question.
It is the easiest way, dude, and the cheapest way. Sorry, dude. My man, Jason Powell with the $50 super chat. We appreciate you so much, man.
Thanks,
He's
Jason.
in the West Palm area. I went without power and running water for 3 weeks in 2006. My heart is out for all you on the West Coast. At least with the street lights out, you can see the stars at night. Damn, dude.
Wow.
That's so crazy you say that. Remember we were out in the pool, and I wasn't even gonna go outside. I just stepped on a tack.
Yeah.
So my foot hurt, and Chloe came in and she goes like, "Dude, you can see all the stars outside," because the whole neighborhood was off. And I was just like, I'm not gonna go outside. My foot hurt. I just stepped on a tack. I was like, you know what? I'm going. And I went, and it was very beautiful.
Jason knows what to do when Jason knows what to do when life gives him lemons. I love that.
Good dude, man.
Yeah.
Good dude. And our power is back. It certainly wasn't 3 weeks. We're very fortunate, thanks to the hard work of all the linemen.
Yeah.
And everyone out there, we have our power back. This is the last link of the raffle I'm sharing. It's time to buy a ticket, and we're going to call somebody. It's now. We'll wait for our lag to catch up, but that's the last link I'm sharing. And after that catches up, that's it.
33 Sasquatch. That's how many horsepower added with a sticker. 33.
That's it. Another one. One of the bikes is gone. I don't know which one's gonna be. One's gone.
Goldwing.
It's probably the.
Sorry, another one's gone. Two are gone. We just don't know what the second one is yet. I'm just gonna give these guys another minute to get the last people in, and then we're gonna download the spreadsheet, feed it into the number cruncher, and we'll have a winner.
Yeah, that's great. You know, it's really sad to hear that the people in this area have been super mean and disrespectful to these linemen that are working, 16 hours a day to turn our power back on, and people getting upset because they're blocking the road for a few minutes. Like, ridiculous.
It was pretty upsetting to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm like not devastated, but I was just like really disappointed.
It really is.
It's very
A
disappointing.
lot of these guys are sent here and are told they have to come, but a lot of these guys are volunteering to come down. Yes, they're still getting paid and everything like that, but they're still also away from their friends and family, their own beds, sleeping in hotel rooms while they get our power back on. I've got nothing but respect for all of them.
Right.
And anybody who is disrespectful to them has none of my respect.
I can't imagine being rude to somebody. It's like if somebody's fixing your toilet, or if somebody is fixing your power or your toilet or your I mean, what's another necessity that you don't think about every day? Your air conditioning, anything like that, where it's like something you don't think about that you just use every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, that person deserves your respect, because your life as you know it would change unless they did their job.
Oh yeah, isn't tonight a full moon?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we should look tonight.
We invited all the linemen over for beers at Forgotten Angels, but they couldn't go. Not because they wouldn't have wanted to. They all want a beer. Trust me. It's because they're working 16 hours on, 8 hours off, 7 days a week until the power's back on. So when you're 16 on, 8 off, you don't have time to drink a beer. So
Yeah, these guys are from everywhere. VT Winter is saying our Canadian linemen. There's people from Canada. There's people from California and every state in between down here working to get our power on. Like I said, you have to be a colossal dick to be disrespectful to somebody who's helping you out.
I literally can't imagine. I can't imagine doing that to somebody.
Yeah, you're right, Gordon. There is a lot of risk. These guys are. What's amazing is at 11 o'clock at night is when we got our power on for Helene, and these guys were literally right outside our door in the wind and the rain, working on power lines. Unbelievable.
Wild.
I'm naked, getting ready for work. No peeking. Nobody's peeking, Pete. Nobody's looking. You are totally fine. Open the door, open the windows,
Pete,
move the blinds. Nobody's looking, Pete.
me and you both, bud, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I know Pete. You and me both,
I'm
dude.
naked behind Josh. Right? You can't see what my pants are
Nobody cares, dude. They just, if they do care, it's for you to put it back on.
Mean people
I feel like
suck.
you would want
That's right.
him to put it back on. What do you
Oh, Greg Hand, 2 years ago, yesterday was the Blockhead face reveal, which was the first time meeting most of the crew. That's awesome, man. That was a really fun party.
Yeah, it was great.
That was a fun party, dude. All right, let's fucking do the number crunching. Oh, shit.
Oh,
One of the very first times Moto Mortician, he's only not been the very first ticket bought. Like,
but look,
twice, I think.
he's like 7.
He's number 8.
8.
Or no, he's number 7 because it starts at
Yeah.
1, starts at the top one. Pete Carvo, who just in the chat was the first ticket bought. Good man. Pete's good dude. Sorry, you guys have to take over or talk while I do this. because I have to concentrate.
Well, what bike do you think it's gonna be?
JR. I think people just like taking my motorcycles from me.
Gold wing.
Yeah. I don't know if that's loud enough to hear, but somebody could donate one back if they wanted to.
If they really wanted, yes.
Yeah,
It's always on the table.
the truth is, I love hearing when people win my motorcycles. I actually get a big kick out of it. I love it. Bjorn, you've already won, Bjorn. Stop it. Stop it. Bjorn's pretty cool. Actually, I get messages from him every once in a while. He's a super nice guy. I can't wait till he makes it down to the camp out.
All right, I gotta borrow your phone, David.
Do this.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm gonna call one person before that, and that's Jason, because he just texted me.
Oh, cool.
And then we'll call the winner. You guys are gonna have to wait for freaking 2 seconds. Just want to
Yeah,
say
click
what's
over
up
here
with
so you can
Jason.
see what's being said. Yeah.
What's up, big fella?
Hey, dude. Hey, we're live. I just want to. So it's 9:06 over here right now, and I just picked the winner. So right now there is a winner. I'm looking at his name right now, but I was like, I'm gonna call Jason first just to say what's up. Make everyone wait a couple more minutes.
Yeah, suspense is killing everybody. Yeah, I didn't know you were on. Dang it, I'll have to jump on to see who wins my stuff here.
Hey man, I'm gonna give you a call after the live stream so I can fill you in on everything that's happened. It's been a wild ride. Love you so much, man. We miss the hell out of you. And
Likewise, man.
yeah, we just we were just thinking, me and Shay were just talking today, like we would have been probably heading back like around right now from Oregon if we hadn't had to deal with those hurricanes. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon, man. We're gonna call the winner. Jason?
See ya.
All right, you pull, let me
do
call
it.
this guy, yeah. Nope. I turned the touch tone off. Dave, no wonder you don't. Oh, you gotta press it? How do you gotta hold it for silent? Okay. Because I guarantee you, someone out there would listen to the touch tone and be like, this is his number. That's how the internet works, dude. Someone would.
Lost you, sorry. You hung up on him, Jason. I know you did.
Let's see if he answers. It's ticket number 1000.
Hell, motherfucking yeah.
Oh my
Baby! It's Hump Day!
God damn, you don't even understand.
You're right, I don't. You have yet to explain.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, okay, well, I have to commute home and whatnot.
Are you driving right now? So
No,
congratulations,
no, I actually just pulled up.
Patrick. You're the man. He's in California right now, so the time is.
He's trying to explain his.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do be
No.
talking.
Tell us.
Yeah, what's
What's up?
happening?
What's
Yeah.
up, Pat?
No, I had my phone up on my handlebars and was ready to pull the trigger anytime.
Oh, you're in. You had your phone on.
Oh yeah, I had it on.
Dude,
Oh hell,
are you on the side of the road right now next to your motorcycle? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
I actually just got off the bike and I'm at my house. I barely was walking up.
Everybody in the chat's congratulating you on your win, man.
Congratulations, Pat. Do you go by Pat or Patrick?
Patrick,
Or,
Pat,
or
whatever.
Trick.
Tricky Patty.
Yeah. I would go by Trick if I was you. Hey, congratulations, man. And I hate to just roll this onto you right now. I know you just got off of work, you just got off your bike, but you have a decision to make.
48.
Oh, there we go. That was an easy one, dude. He didn't even hesitate. Well, Patrick, you are the proud new owner of a Harley-Davidson Sportster 48, which means that me and David have our work cut out for us finding a new cruiser to put into the Raffle, which is easier to do in Florida than any other bike, so that'll be fine. So we appreciate you, dude. I know that nobody expects to win. I know that nobody expects that they're going to get called. Everybody hopes, especially at the moment of it happening, but nobody really, like, when you don't win, there's always like this slight sting of disappointment, which right now, let me see how many, right now, that slight sting of disappointment is happening to 1,378 people. But tonight, karma and fate has pointed her finger at you. And today is
Holy
your
shit.
day to be rewarded for being a bad person doing good things. You should feel good about that, man.
I love it.
Did you expect? Obviously, you didn't expect to win, right?
No, hell no.
You hoped because you had your phone on. Everybody hopes,
Yeah.
but you didn't expect it.
I've entered every single raffle ever since there was the first one.
Oh, wow.
Good man. Good man.
So you're not a colossal asshole then. We love that.
Actually, I know quite a few people that would beg to differ.
Well, not me. You bought tickets to support our foundation, man.
Well, you're starting over
We
here with
love
a
you.
clean slate. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually a boss at my work, and I'm not going to say the company name, but I
That's
work
okay.
on
Sure.
Tonka trucks,
Mhm.
like full-size Tonka trucks for a living.
Okay.
And yeah, those are the guys that would call me the colossal asshole.
What's your normal daily driver now for
Uh,
motorcycle? What do you ride?
you guys are going to love this one. My commuter is a 2021 Triumph Trident.
Oh,
That's a
nice.
good bike, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great bike.
My two weekend cruisers are I have a 2018 Bonneville,
Uh-huh.
and I have a 2009 Buell XB 12.
Oh, he's a third option guy.
Yeah,
He's like, dude, you represent, like, you are me. Like, that's exactly my kind of people. It's always just like, what's the third option?
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a fourth one to throw in on you.
What's that?
This last April, I bought myself a birthday present.
Uh-huh.
I got myself a Honda Super Cub.
Dude, I dig your style, man. So we'll do this. So obviously, anybody who wins, including yourself, Mr. Trick, it comes with a ticket to Florida. You can ride the 48 back to California if you choose. But, either way, we'll still fly you down here. We'll go out fishing, and we'll have a good time. You could ride it around Florida, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get it out to you. But we'd love to meet you. I can't wait to have you down here. It'll be a good time. It'd be hard to, I don't want to be like, oh, you could come down for this camp out because things are so wild right now. If you wanted to save that so it's like, I can't like say yes to, just because things are insane right now. But we do another camp out in March. You could be like, oh, that one,
Yeah.
or we could take you up to Oregon. If you wanted to go up to Oregon, we'll hang out with Sugar Tree J right around Oregon. But that would also it's about to get cold up there, but we'll figure out something cool. You got our number. Thank you.
Yeah. Are you
did a
married?
good thing.
Are you
Yeah,
married?
thank you.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of like me, an asshole with too many motorcycles. Yeah, Cindy's
And a
right
very
here.
understanding
Cindy's
wife.
right beside me, listening to that, going, yeah.
She's pretty understanding.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cindy is also. I make jokes, but she's awesome.
I've heard that there's women out there who aren't understanding, but they've never in my life for very long.
She's more of a dirt bike kind of girl.
Oh, she rides too? That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm slowly getting her into the street bike vibes.
There you go.
That's cool, man. I'm very eager to ride dirt bikes in California. So we'll get there. All right, Patrick, we'll let you get in. Tell the wife we said hi. This is the number you just got called on is David Tyler's personal cell phone number. And he'll call you tomorrow too, and we'll just talk a little bit more and kind of figure some things out. But at the end of the day, what you should feel good about is helping somebody who had less than you. And that's what everyone
hell
should feel
yeah.
good about. So that's pretty cool.
Thank you very much, guys, and I'm glad to help.
No,
All right.
I'm so happy that you went, Patrick, to hear that you've been so supportive of our mission anonymously, because we had no idea who you were. You mean, to me, you're just a name beside a little thing that says raffle ticket purchase, you know,
Yeah,
and
which is
now,
certainly appreciated.
yeah,
You know, but
and now you're somebody who deservedly won a motorcycle, and I'm super, super happy for you. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you, guys.
All right, well, good night.
It's awesome.
no, thank you. You
Yeah,
can't just say
yeah,
it back.
yeah, really.
You're supposed to say. You're supposed to say. You're welcome.
Actually, I was going to say, how much are we going to suck each other's dicks right now?
Oh man, you are top
Yeah.
on our list now. We love you, Patrick.
Until somebody's done. And right now, I'm done.
All right, have a great night, Patrick. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, farewell, my friend.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Night.
Oh, that was so cool.
Wow.
We've had
That's
a
great.
couple in a row that didn't answer, or
Yeah.
like that was super cool.
Just to get off his motorcycle at his
Yeah,
house
it
to
was
win
like
a motorcycle.
right away,
yeah.
dude. That was
That's
very
great.
cool.
And thank all you guys also, because I know most of the people in this chat have purchased tickets even tonight and before. And Cindy and I are always grateful for the support that we get from everybody. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see as many of you that can make it to the camp out or the next one. I know Josh and I are going to be hitting the road at some point in time. We don't know when or where, but we'll be trying to meet as many people as we can when we make our next trip.
So we will be. Well, now we can we announce the
Yeah,
replacement cruiser?
absolutely.
I guess it could have also been the replacement touring bike, but it's just going to be the replacement V twin now.
Yeah.
So right now, if you and I don't know if we'll give away another. Do you think we'll give away another bike before the camp out, or do you think we'll just wait and give away
it's
and
only
pull
8 days from
four?
now.
Yeah, we're 8 days. We'll pull all 4. We're not going to give away another bike before the camp out. We'll pull all the remaining 4 bikes, and there's still going to be 4. And then the last bike, of course, you heard it here first. David, once again, coming in clutch, is putting up his brand new to him Victory Vision. So the Victory Vision that we just put on, me and Dave were talking about it the other day, and he just goes, he really likes it. But we kind of looked at what a lot of people were saying in the comments, and we thought about it, and it is a very cool bike, and he just thinks that it can do more for Forgotten Angels than it will do for him personally. And I agreed with him because it does nothing for me for you to have it. I want it. He makes Steven Tyler look like a dork. I mean, I agree.
You know what's funny? I met Steven Tyler at a motorcycle rally probably like 12 years ago. Paul Sr. and the other Tuttles were in Daytona, and we did a ride to Camp Bogey Creek. And Steven Tyler was riding there also. So we finally get there, and I'm in line to get some food, and Steven Tyler was like right behind me. I had no idea it was him. And so I could feel somebody like really close. So I turn around, and he's like, "Hey, Steven Tyler." And I'm like, "Hey, my name's David Tyler." He goes, "My little brother." And so I said to him, I said, my whole life, anybody who mistook me, who forgot my name, they thought that it was Steven. They would say, "Oh, is your name Steven?" I'm like, "No." And he literally says, "Oh man, my whole life, when everybody mistook me, they thought I was David." It was quick, it was fast, it was funny, but he's a really super nice guy. So any comparisons to Steven Tyler, I'll take.
Yeah. And he's a rider. He's a truly, he loves
absolutely.
motorcycles. Like he's a real, there's a few people, obviously a lot of people, big actors and stuff like that have motorcycles. And there's a few that are really real riders. I know that I've read and heard Steven Tyler talk enough about motorcycles to know that that dude loves bikes.
Yeah.
So good dude. Phil J, if I win, will Miss Cox come for a ride with me? No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just kind of like, I wish I could have said something funny, but the answer is no.
I ride almost every day, Sterling. I literally ride almost every single day.
So yeah, the victory's up for raffle now, but now we've got 10 more days with it, with nobody winning it because we're not pulling another one till the camp out. So let me share this raffle creator one more time because the victory's in it. I gotta go. Let me figure this out. Because one time I shared like the login page. Everyone was like, oh, you can't log in from it. It was like, whoops. there's the raffle. Now the victory is up on Raffle. David had it for a very short time, but that's all right. Just had fun with it. We just realized it can do more for the raffle than it will do for you personally. At the end of the day, David will probably end up with another gold wing.
Oh, definitely.
Because like you can always rely on a gold wing. But you know, there we go. Oh, the works is probably in Daytona right now. When I talked to, I was hanging out with Jared Weems earlier today, and he said that he was in the air currently. So the works from England is currently in the Wang right now in Florida.
That's awesome.
Yeah, oh, he's in Atlanta. Sorry, not quite in the Wang.
Yeah, Weems came by the house today. Actually, we're actually going to be riding up on Saturday. Probably, I don't know what time you guys are planning on leaving, but we're going to leave at 5:30.
So, good question. Ginger Witch asked if they can submit ticket sales or ticket purchases on their taxes as a write-off.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's the answer. Yeah. And so, like, you don't need any special stuff to do that. You just put it into your taxes as a charitable donation. And they won't, if you bought a few $100s in raffle tickets, no one's going to question that.
Well,
but if they did, then it would go through Forgotten Angels and it would just be all fine, right?
Any person can declare 5% of their income to charity without having to have any receipts for them.
Okay.
So that's anybody. So $25 is probably not more than 5% of your annual income.
Bees of the biker, dude. Bees is a good dude.
Cindy does not ride. Somebody asked if Cindy rides.
I was Ginger.
Was Ginger?
Well, she's on the bag a whole lot, dude. So
Oh.
all right, love you guys. I think that's gonna about do it for this one. We appreciate you guys. I'm gonna share that raffle link one last time. Now the new fourth bike being a Victory 2012, right? 2012 Victory Vision. We appreciate you guys. If you bought $1,500 in raffle tickets, yes, that's still tax deductible.
Yeah.
Would he have to get something from you for that, or?
Yeah, for $1,500, Barry, just type in my email address.
Okay. Was it David at Forgotten?
David at ForgottenAngelsFlorida.org. Okay, and then put in my phone number, 813-812-0120.
So just hit up David, preferably through email.
Yeah.
I've already told you guys how many phone calls we don't answer. So email is definitely the best way, and he'll take care of you with whatever forms you need to.
If you're going to use the phone number, text. That way I'll know who it is, because most numbers come up as potential spams on my phone, so I do ignore them.
Love you guys.
All right, Lala.
We'll talk soon. I don't know if we'll do another live stream before the camp out, but we'll definitely we usually live stream it even at the camp out.
Yeah.
So if you're not at the camp out, we'll see you there. And again, the camp out is not going to be the same as it's always been, but we are working hard to make sure it's as close as we can get it.
Yeah.
So
Good
love
night,
you guys.
everybody.
Good night.
Farewell. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen.